Least now, Dana, with more.
We want to bring in Mark Regev. He's a senior advisor to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. It's really great to have you with us as sun sets in Israel. Can you tell us what it is like there on the ground? What could we expect as dark falls and the ceasefire really enters its final day? Will it be extended?
So first of all, we've got to see that today goes well. Hamas has to release the final group of hostages. As you know, the agreement brokered with the help of the United States said over a 4-day period, 50 Israeli hostages will be released by Hamas, women and children. Tonight, we're supposed to see the fourth and final group. And we want to see that go well, I think, before we can talk too much about what happens after that. Because if Hamas can't keep its original commitments, then obviously it's difficult to talk about further commitments or further understandings. Having said that, we were also happy to see the people return last night, especially the youngest hostage returned last night, a young Abigail Idan, 4 years old. As you know, she was kidnapped. She was 3 years old. She turned 4 in Hamas captivity. I'm sure that wasn't a very great birthday for her, but at least she's home now. She has 2 older siblings that hid in the cupboard and were therefore saved, a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old. And unfortunately, though, as you reported on Fox, both her parents were murdered by the Hamas. But I can assure you that her community and this country will unite around Abigail and her siblings, and will do everything we can together with the family to get these 3 kids back on the path and to have them have a normal life as possible given the circumstances.
She's going to need a lot of help, and I know you're aware of that. You said the number 50. I'm just trying to keep this all straight for us and for our audience. How far away are we from that number? How many would you expect in this upcoming fourth exchange if it happens your way?
So according to my math, they've released, so far Hamas has released 3 groups of 13. And though my mother would tell you math was never my strong point when I was in high school, that's 39, which means there's another 11 that need to be released tonight. And that'll be a total of 50.
Okay,
then we have
just
said,
to be clear,
on the assumption that this...
I'm sorry, are you not counting those who have citizenship in Thailand?
No, though that was a separate deal. Okay. The Thai government went through to the Iranians, and the Iranians delivered Hamas for them. Amazing. As you know, Iran has very strong influence over Hamas. They supply 93% of its military budget. They give them diplomatic cover. They give them, as I said, financial support. They give them military support. So Iran is very, cozy with Hamas. Hamas is an Iranian proxy in many ways. And therefore, when the Iranians asked Hamas to deliver the Thais, that's been done. That's not part of our numbers. Our numbers are for the Israelis kidnapped on October 7th. They had to release 50. 11 tonight will take it up to 50. And if today goes well, though I have to tell you, every time you work with Hamas, it's always difficult. It's like having your teeth pulled. It's painful. In the end, you hope we get a positive result. So we will see tonight if we get the last 11.
Okay. And
if that's true, we can start having conversations. Can this humanitarian pause be extended? My Prime Minister said last night publicly that we are willing for the extension on the proviso. And this we won't compromise on.
Okay, sir, just one last question. I got to keep it short because we're going to a family member here next. How many hostages do you believe Hamas still holds today, or Hamas or Islamic Jihad combined? What's the number?
So we're talking about over 150.
Okay. Sir, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Yes, very much. Thank you.
Your hands full. Mark,
My pleasure.
Thank you. As